Hello, I'm Frank Kenny with Living in Los Angeles South Bay, and today we're going to talk about understanding today's mortgage rates and are 3% interest rates coming back? Look, I talk to buyers and sellers all day long, and many buyers tell me they are pressing pause on their plans these days, holding out hope that mortgage rates will come down, maybe even back to the historic low 3% from a few years ago. But here's the thing, those rates were never meant to last. They were a short-term response to a very specific moment in time. And as the market finds its footing again, it's well past time for these buyers to reset their expectations. Back in 2020 and 2021, 3% mortgage rates gave buyers a serious boost, more affordability, more buying power, and more opportunity. But those rates were a result of emergency economic policies during the height of a global pandemic. Even when homes flew off the shelf at prices no one expected, I was wondering why they were not raising interest rates even just a little bit to slow down the overheated market. Now that the economy is in a different place, we're seeing mortgage rates in high 6% to low 7% range. If you look, historically, this is the average mortgage rate over time. And while experts currently project a slight easing in the months ahead, most industry leaders agree rates are not going back to 3% and certainly not anytime soon. Instead, many forecasts suggest mortgage rates will settle in the mid 6% range by the end of the year, pending any major economic shifts. As Kara Ng, senior economist at Zillow says, while Zillow expects mortgage rates to end the year near mid 6%, barring any unforeseen shocks, that path might be bumpy. What buyers should know, basically, waiting for 3% rates might mean waiting longer than you'd expect and missing out along the way. Instead of putting off home buying indefinitely, make a plan to get there and focus on what you can control. That is your budget, your credit, and working with a trusted professional who can explain exactly what's happening in the current market and how to navigate it. Your local real estate agent and a trusted lender make all the difference in this process. The experts have insights into down payment assistance programs, alternative financing options, negotiation strategies, and overall, the experience you need on your side to understand creative ways that will make your plans work. And here's the biggest thing to keep in mind. Since rates are projected to ease slightly later this year, if that happens, it could bring some more buyers back into the market. Acting now gives you a head start, especially with more homes on the market than we've seen in years. And what does easing interest rates mean? Nowhere near 3%. If the rates drop below 6%, that will be a surprise. And the biggest problem that home buyers face in today, in my opinion, is rising home prices. Let's face it, you may hear the media that home prices are easing or dropping, and they are in some states, but not in Southern California. Other states like Florida and Arizona have an oversupply of homes because home building is big business there, and there is lots of land to build on. Here in Southern California, we are landlocked, and there are not hundreds of homes being built. Then that means that home prices will only continue to rise, which they still are and expected to do. There is too much buyer demand for home prices to fall. It's just that simple. And think about it. If mortgage rates do come down, what do you think everyone else is going to do? That's right, they'll jump back in the market too, which simply feeds the demand for homes and continues to raise prices. Getting ahead of that rush could put you in a stronger position to find the right home with less competition. Realtor.com sums it up well. Staying out of the market in hopes of a rate drop that never comes can lead to missed opportunities. Rising home prices, rent increases, and inflation will outpace any future savings on interest. And if rates do fall again, buyers can face an entirely different challenge. That's surging competition. That's exactly what we experienced in 2020 and 2021. So what's the bottom line? Those 3% rates everyone remembers from a few years ago were the exception, not the rule. Heck, we'd be lucky to get below 6%. Now that rates are settling into new territory, it's a good time to adjust your expectations and learn more about where things are heading as in this market shifts. Don't be the would have been buyer that says they aren't in a rush or says they're waiting for rates to drop, prices to drop, or basically the impossible to happen, only to realize later that your window of opportunity has passed you by. Waiting is avoiding reality and all the economic signals that are clearly visible. Contact us and we'll be your best resource, always keeping you up to date and informed, so you can make sense of your options and build a plan of action that works for you. Please like and subscribe so you're guaranteed to get all of our current helpful videos, and please feel free to share these useful videos with your family and friends. This is Frank Kennywood living in Los Angeles South Bay, and I'll see you on the next video.